Okay, everyone, here we go with day 3 of this vlog as we walk through this time of crisis in our nation, in our world. Still having our focus on God's Word and what He's trying to tell us. I was reading just earlier in my personal Bible reading from Job, which is just a fantastic and very interesting study of people in crisis and trying to figure God out, which if you've ever tried it, it doesn't usually work so well to figure God out. But as you get to the end of the book, which again, I'm encouraging you to be in God's Word during this time. Take this time where you have to be out of your normal situations to dig into God's Word a little bit. And the whole book of Job, it's a really interesting piece of literature, and God speaking to us through the story of this man who loses everything. But at the end, God enters the conversation. And the beginning of Job 38 sounds like this. Then the Lord, finally, answered Job from the whirlwind. He said, "Who is this who obscures my counsel with ignorant words? Get ready to answer me like a man. When I question you, you will inform me. Where were you when I established the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Who fixed its dimensions? Certainly you know. Who stretched a measuring line across it? Who supports its foundations? Or who laid its cornerstone while the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy?" Now, all these are rhetorical questions because Job wasn't there. God is putting Job in his place and reminding him that he certainly can't understand what God is up to here, but God is still the one who's in control. And then at the very end, the beginning of chapter 42, Job finally replies. And these are encouraging words for us as God's people in the midst of a crisis too. Then Job replied to the Lord, "I know that you can do anything, and no plan of yours can be thwarted. You asked, 'Who is this who conceals my counsel with ignorance?' Surely I spoke about things I did not understand, things too wondrous for me to know. You said, 'Listen now and I will speak. When I question you, you will inform me.' I had heard reports about you, but now my eyes have seen you. Therefore I reject my words and am sorry for them. I am dust and ashes." So again, such an encouragement, I think, for us to, in moments where we can't understand something that's going on, which definitely applies to this situation, to take a step back and say, I don't got this. There's no way that I can understand this. There's no way that I can wrap my arms, my head, anything around this. God, you're the one who's in control. It's a good posture for us to take. So those are my thoughts from God's Word. Read Job, especially those last few chapters, get really encouraging. As we also continue to look through this book called Joining Jesus on His Mission, just encourage you to look chapter 1. I'm going to be going through these chapters in the next couple days, just a little glimpse as we walk through the book. Page 21 has this little sentence. Top of page 21, if you have the book. If you don't, go out, buy it, read it. It's been really encouraging for me and those around me. Something is coming to a close and something new is coming upon us, and Jesus wants us paying attention. I think that's true for the church. I think that's true for this situation. And the way that Pastor Finke puts it is, how is God messing with you? How is God trying to get your attention, get you to perk up a little bit and say, something's going on here? And it looks like God is on the move. He's on the loose in your neighborhood. Now, obviously, those neighborhoods have shrunk in this situation, but at the same time, I think it's caused people to kind of lean in to what God is doing here. So, again, my encouragement is don't just read a book, but put these things into practice. Put your radar up and say, who is God calling me to in this day? Who can I reach out to? Who can I call? Who can I text? Who can I give a little bit of good news in the midst of all of this? So that's all I got for you today. Hope you'll tune in tomorrow. But for now, stay in the Word, be well, look out for your neighbors and those who are in your neighborhoods, even as you have to keep them at arm's length, and God's peace to you. Pastor out.